With Angel's Wing Farm. So I'm going to do a live video this morning if I can and show y'all feeding time. So I'm going to try to set up the camera over here, try to keep the cats from knocking it over. Set it up right here. It's kind of a, whoop, lucky don't knock that over, okay? So anyway, we're going to go live here and do a feeding. How's everybody doing on this Saturday morning? It's a great morning. The weather is absolutely beautiful. So what I do to feed in my bucket right here that I'm stirring up with this spade shovel is a mix of alfalfa Timothy pellets and beet pulp pellets. It is soaked so that it's very moist. It's not like over soaked. Here, let me show y'all real quick. If I can, let me turn this around. That'll be the easiest thing. So there it is. It's soaked to a absorbed consistency, but as you can see, it's not like super wet. Everybody's excited for their breakfast. I usually do this at 5 a.m. Monday through Friday. But on the weekends, I try to feed later just because I know it's going to be a later day. So, as you can see, the cats are also waiting for their breakfast. I can't leave the food out for them anymore because the raccoons that have taken over my barn But each feeding time, I'll fill my dry grains into this bucket, and I take this into the house. And then, before the next feeding time, I'll start soaking it. I usually give it about an hour to soak, and, excuse me, rain, so that it soaks up really good. And then I come out and give everybody their scoop. So Pyra and Rain are my fat girls, so they don't get as much as my seniors. Here, Crinkle, try to eat some of that. I'm going to give you some more. There's some here. So my seniors get a full scoop packed in, like that. So there's Gus. Where's Gus's bucket? Here's Ozzy. So Pyra and Rain, their scoop is just like to the where the handle is in there. That's all they get. Because like I said, they're my fat girls. And they don't need as much as the seniors do. Now in the morning, all they get is the grain, which I've already put in their buckets, and the soaked food. That's it. In the evening, I give them extra salt. I give them ground flax. That's what I add to it in the evening. Used to be so much more, but I guess now it's not. What's left in here is equal to a little more than a big scoop, like what I gave to Gus and Ozzy, and that's what I give to Stormy, because Stormy lost a lot of weight from other horses running her off of her food. So I decided to give her, here I'm going to set y'all down here so you can get a little closer. I decided to start giving her more food, and she's actually starting to put back on the weight since, I mean, it's not much more, probably only maybe a quarter of that scoop more, but that's twice a day. I feed twice a day, you guys. And I feed this same amount twice a day, except for, like I said, in the evenings, they get a cup of ground flax and a tablespoon of salt added to their food. So, stir up everybody's food. Nope. Let me grab Pyra's bucket. And they are ready to eat, you guys. Pyra and Rain are already in here. Everybody knows the routine. I'm going to try to take y'all with me as I feed somehow. I have to figure out how to put the phone on here. But here's Pyra and Rain. There's Pyra. She's ready. Let me set y'all up here. Maybe turn it around. Well, there's Pyra. She's waiting. Here, Pyra. Here's yours. Maybe I can just put this in my britches and carry y'all with me. Like that. Okay. Here's Rain's. I don't know quite what y'all are seeing, but I'd say it's pretty close to what I'm seeing. Y'all, please overlook my stall. It is a mess. It's been so muddy I haven't been able to get in here. But they don't stay in here, so this is the only time they come in is to eat. And I actually have a way to get it cleaned out now. Probably going to do that today, along with all the other stuff that I have to do. So, we're going to take Gus to his stall. He's already standing over here waiting. You guys wait. Come on, Gus, let's go. Come on, big boy, let's go to your stall. Come on. I hate having him way over here because, I hope I'm not turning this thing off, because he's so alienated from the other horses. But I'll have it fixed on the other side pretty soon. Okay, there's Gus. And then we got Ozzy and Stormy. Watch out, Ozzy. Back up. Back up, boy. Back up. Good boy. Don't be mean to Stormy. Everybody's always mean to Stormy. She is the biggest horse here and the lowest on the totem pole. Okay, let me see if I can bend over here and get these without rubbing up against this thing and turning it off. Okay, there's Stormy's. There's Ozzy's. Okay, y'all might be a little crooked. I got the selfie stick stuck down the front of my jeans. So, here's Stormy. All right, come on, Ozzy. Let's go, buddy. Come on, Ozzy. Whew. This'll wear me out here. Okay. Whoops, wait a minute. There you go. There you go. Okay. I can see a few comments here. Let's see. Hello, Ian. DJ. It is feeding time. That's what I'm doing. No, I don't make saddles. I have a bunch of them. I'm kind of a tack hoarder. Most horse owners are. It's just a thing that we do. So, good morning, Zach. And this is Angel's Wing Farm. These are my horses. These are rescue horses. All horses here are rescues except for Gus, the bay gelding that I took around to the other side of the barn. He's actually a neighbor's. Uh, the young lady out back that used to ride Ozzy back here, she finally got her own horse to ride, which is Gus. So, welcome to beautiful Virginia. This is Southwest Virginia. In the fall, it hasn't quite started changing yet. That right there is Paris Mountain. On the top of that mountain is an Appalachian Trail overlook called Angel's Rest. I look at that every day. That's where the name of my farm came from. Was going to name it Under the Angel's Wing, and I thought it's just a little too lengthy of a word, so I just named it Angel's Wing Farm. So anyway, I am a very small horse rescue at this time. I don't have a lot of acreage, and I have several sanctuary horses that are here. So I did recently get approved by the IRS for my 501c3 nonprofit. So there is a lot to do here to be able to get this to where I want it to be. I have been open as a rescue since 2021. Everything was supported out of my pocket. Let me turn this around, you guys. So everything was out of my own pocket, and it's been hard that way. It really has, sustaining everything. And I just remembered my cats, my barn cats. They're wanting their breakfast. So the raccoons in here, the reason I'm having to, Ira, you all right? The reason I'm having to put their food up, let me turn this around again. So the raccoons are living up in that soffit right there. And I guess they're actually getting up into the roof back there in the back. Y'all, a lot of that's trash. I have to haul off empty feed bags and my tools and stuff. But I have this clip on this gate because somebody, even though this board is here, learned how to open the gate and duck under that board. And I don't know how, because her back is up here. And got in here and decided she was just going to tear it up. So haven't really put it up, cleaned it up yet. Let me set this up and get my cats fed, because I know they're hungry. Let me turn this around again. There you go. I'll set y'all over here. Now my cat food is right there, because that's how I keep the raccoons from trying to carry that bucket off, which they have definitely tried to carry it off. Crinkle! Let me up here. Let me up. Oh. Watch out. Over here, Crinkle. I'm surprised they haven't learned how to get to it. I had that light right there hanging on this one, and I figured they would end up tearing it down trying to walk across it. So, there. I don't feed them much because I try to feed them enough to where they eat it all now, so that the raccoons don't get anything. You know, last night, I have an inside cat, and he kept staring at the front window to our front porch. My mother said something about it, you know. She was like, why is he looking at that? And we went outside and looked, and there was a raccoon hanging on the wall outside the window. So apparently raccoons are a problem around here. Anyway, Rain's done. There she is, going to bother her mother to get food. Yep, that's my baby Rain. She's not a baby anymore. She is 3 years old, but you can see she's definitely taller than this pole is here. And she squatted under it. She actually, her back comes to the top of this. Rain, stop it. Is your mama done? You're done, Pyra. Let me have your bucket before Rain throws it in the floor. You're done. Anyway, y'all looking at my messy barn. I am going to try to get this cleaned up today. Get the stall cleaned out, get the barn cleaned up. I got pasture mowing to do. So much to do. And it's just me. It's just me here doing everything. But that's feeding time, you guys. I've got to get this water hose put up. I have a timer on my water hose. It's the best thing ever, because last night I filled up this water trough and then I drug the hose out there and I turned the timer on and I left it. So my water's still on, but the timer turned the hose off, and that water trough is now full too, because they will drink one of these in a day on a hot day. So that being said, I'm going to get off here. Thank you all for watching. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Please come back and join me some more. I hope to be doing this a lot more often. Invite y'all with me. I hope to be getting some training videos of Rain and Pyra and just all the things, you guys. And some work videos, because all this has to be built in. These are enclosed. I have everything to do it. I just don't have a second set of hands, or possibly even a third set of hands to build this up. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Everybody have a blessed day, and we'll see you guys on the next video.